What will you experience at a Knockem Dead Comedy Murder Mystery Show? Suspense, excitement, love, more love, violence. Well, not really. And, of course, some music. Knockem Dead Comedy is the #1 murder mystery troupe, entertaining thousands of people for over 20 years.
You have a great night or what? Absolutely. Good.
Their hilarious murder mystery shows are full of audience interaction from beginning to end that will keep you laughing all night long. Their shows are not to be missed. Knockem Dead Comedy's murder mystery themes include a mob show, a redneck wedding, a high school reunion, a family reunion with a luau theme, or your own custom show.
Johnny, you have a good time tonight or what?
I had an awesome time.
All right. She had a great time. KDC, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, all right.
Fundraisers, private parties, corporate events, restaurants, and more. Contact Knockem Dead Comedy for your event today.
The Knockem Dead Comedy Radio Show also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. So call Two Eagles Auto Body and ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527.
Bonaducci, and you are watching Gov's Radio. This is where you go if you want to see something or if you want to hear something funny. Coming up in just a couple minutes. This is a joke I told. What? I'm not on Gov Radio? Call the police. Call my agent.
How do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony and Sally on the Knockem Dead Radio Show. They're going to keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Hey, Tony. You're not funny. And you probably shit yourself a lot, and you're no fun to be with, and you don't make that much money, and you're not going anywhere in show business, and I hope you get hit by a bus, and...
3-2 to Mookie Wilson. Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner, here comes Knight, and the Mets win it!
Hello, Tony. Mookie Wilson here, 1986 Mets. How you doing?
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, at Knockem Day Comedy Radio, man. I miss you. I wish I was still up there, man. But I'll wait till it warm up a little bit, and hopefully this year things will be a little bit better, man. But when we're talking about comedy, hey, the early years of Mets was a lot to laugh about. You had to make a lot of comedy off those guys. Hey, hope to see you guys during the summer, and hopefully you'll get back on the show, man, at some point in time during the course of the year, all right? All right? Yeah, fine. Contact me, man. All right, Tony. Talk to you later.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day to you all. Welcome to the Knockem Dead Comedy Show here on Gov's Comedy Club podcast, Twitch channel. You see the graphic right above my head. Please like the show. Please follow the show. Subscribe. Whatever you do here on Twitch. But, you know, if you're watching on the replay on YouTube, hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Subscribe to all of our channels. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all that stuff. So that we can get better numbers, and with better numbers, we can get advertisers who will pay me money. And we can get bigger guests if they see the numbers are better. Not that we have bad guests. It's just nice to have guests. Typical Valentine's Day. You know, people just leaving and have broken my heart. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining us here. Hello, Beansy. Nice to see you. Beansy's watching. Kirsten is watching. Kirsten, will you be my Valentine, Kirsten? You're the only one who's here every day with me. Thank you, Kirsten. So we got a fun show for you today. We got lots going on. Unfortunately, Hugh Murray, about maybe 20, 30 minutes ago, got called into work. The real job, the real life, the full-time job, duty calls. So Hugh Murray will not be here today, unfortunately. He is shooting to be here next week. Chris Cassandro is coming in. He's just running a little late. He has a conference call at 11 a.m. So I think he's actually doing it in the parking lot. So he'll be in shortly. And then James Thompson, our favorite cigar guy, who I was gonna ask to be my Valentine. I don't know where he is. He was supposed to be here as well. But Andrew Fremder, it's okay. I love you, Tony. No, there's definitely a theme here. I've had guests. I've had co-hosts that have left the show. Super Bowl, I was sitting with my son. The game started. The game was about 20 minutes in. And I'm sitting by myself. Where the hell is this kid? Comes down, sits with me for about 5 minutes, looks at his phone, he goes, oh. One of his buddies reached out to him, said, hey, got some friends getting together for the Super Bowl. So off he went. So I watched the game by myself. Oh, I hear something. That's right, I'm looking for sympathy here on this Valentine's Day. No, maybe not. I thought I heard something. I thought somebody was about to walk in. All right, so everybody's saying hi to each other. Hi, everybody. What are you guys doing Valentine's Day? These are all the same questions I'm going to be asking everybody else. Oh, my phone's going off. Oh, James Thompson left me a voicemail. Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, he's here. I think. He texted me, how the heck do you get into this place? How many times has the guy been here? He knows how to get in. All right, so I don't know. It says a voicemail. Maybe he called me to tell me he's running late. Should we just sit here and wait for him? So you saw in the in the opening because I'm just stretching to waste some time in case we have people walking in. Lots going on this week. Wednesday night, if you're here on Long Island, you're in the Suffolk County area, that meatball, whoops. Okay, that's better. If you're in Suffolk County this tomorrow, there he is, Chris Cassandro's here. Come join us at that meatball place in Patchogue on Wednesday night for a fun murder mystery. You looking to get a last-minute Valentine's Day gift? Well, there you go. Get your honey reservations to that meatball place. They have great food, and and you'll enjoy a fun audience interactive murder mystery show. Let's see. Or if you can't make that, or if you want to just do both. Thursday night, Long Beach Public Library. Teddy Smith headlining, Laura Patton, Andy Plajanos, and myself. Hosted by Jules. That's at the Long Beach Library this Thursday night. All right, I don't know. All right, so James Thompson, I don't know what he's doing. So he told me he couldn't find his way in, but he's been here millions of times. She said, how the heck did you get into this place? I said, the back is always. He wrote, shit, I'm outside the inside door. I'll go around back. And then he wrote, it's dark in here. I'm out. Big guy? Yeah, he's a big guy, yeah.
I thought I saw him wandering in the parking lot.
Oh, did you?
There we go.
Oh, and now he's knocking on the back door. Thanks, Chris. I'm going to have to yell at him. Let's see. Kirsten, nothing today. Valentine's Day is every day. Oh, all right. For Valentine's Day, I got my wife a piece of coal and told her to sit on it for a while. Get in here and sit down.
You found the spot.
What?
I think that you guys would spring for a light in there or something. Holy fuck, it's dark in there.
Where?
In the fucking main room.
Well, what are you doing in the main room?
Trying to make my fucking debut.
You? How many times have you been here? You know how to come in the back door.
Around back, but I thought I was special.
Think
I thought you'd go into the front.
Buddies with Carletto. I'll walk. I get Carletto cigars. I'll go in the front.
The door was open.
Goodness gracious. Oh, nice sweatshirt. I like that.
Yeah, right?
All right, let's start over. Hey, pal.
What's up,
Good
man?
to see you. Good to see you. Hey, pal.
What's going on, bud?
How are you?
Good.
So, James, Chris, James.
Nice to meet you.
James owns the Huntington Humidor. Do you like cigars?
I do.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
And
I definitely will.
And Chris is a comedian and a great friend and part of our regular part of our show.
Sweet.
Been a while. Been a minute.
It has been a few weeks, I guess, right?
Minute.
I guess was it the last time was when your son was kicking ass?
The last time was when we went over all the reviews for the last week of people's everybody's opinions on.
Let me just close that door.
Cunty kids.
The cunty kids. There you go.
Cunty parents.
There are many of them.
Yeah, too many of them.
Yeah.
Yes. So, you guys ready? You guys are all set for today or what?
Whatever you want to do, bud.
No. I mean Valentine's Day.
Oh.
Do you get your fiance like cigars and stuff for Valentine's Day?
No, I give her some other type of cigar, but we don't talk about that one. They're called Love Loin cigars.
Do they vibrate?
Only when I do.
Yeah, you guys are all set. You're all.
Yeah, we don't do anything usually. Her birthday's the 22nd. We never did. It's just, I was in restaurants for so long. It's like, you know what? You go to the same restaurant tomorrow, the same shit food, and it costs you a lot less.
But flowers, nothing.
Nah, I'll go grab flowers.
Oh, all right.
I mean, nothing. We don't do anything special.
I was gonna say you're my hero. How did you get away with this?
I love you. It's her, man. She's very She's very man-like, like in emotions.
Really?
I'm the emotional one. Yeah, she's like I can go a whole day. She won't. If I don't call, she don't call. It's like
really.
Like if I didn't call you, we'd never talk. She's like, what's there to talk about? I was like, I don't know. You know, sometimes you want to talk about your day to the fucking person you live with.
Right. Yeah. Right. No. Huh? Wow.
But so I get away with it. But her birthday's next week, so I got rings being made.
Oh, very nice. Rings, plural.
Rings. Yeah, I took her wedding ring and I brought it to the girl, and we're gonna add a little something and border it with some gold, rose gold, whatever the fuck. I don't know. She drew it. I brought it.
That was the most Italian answer. They got the ring. We're gonna put the fucking thing on it. We put the thing and then the thing and then the girl on it.
We slip it on the fucking finger.
That's fantastic.
That's pretty much what goes on today.
Fremder, Valentine's Day, when three guys get together and talk about Valentine's Day. Yeah. Kirsten says, sounds like me and my husband. She says, wow. I'm sorry. I
You
guess.
had to say you love them every other day. Because a lot of guys, they save it for this day, and I think the girls are like,
Yeah, they're fed up at
piece
that
of
point.
shit. Like, it's only because it's Valentine's Day.
I'm waiting for steak and blowjob.
Yeah. That's. I don't think they know about that one. We got to teach them.
Talk about you Italian guys. Wait a minute. Hold on a second.
I hope that's not why you came here.
Maybe.
Well, and like the majority of guys in their love life, you'll be disappointed then. What are you drinking over there?
Well, what about you?
What are you drinking?
What am I drinking? I just have my trusty old water. That's all I got. Valentine's Day is I don't know. It's kind of quiet for me. I mean, Sally and I broke up, so
it's
yeah.
You know what? I was gonna ask you today. That was on my thing. Like, where the fuck is Sally? But every time
it's been 5 months already since she's been in here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. Yeah, unfortunately, yes. So
sorry to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
If you want, you can get my wife.
I'm waiting for that.
Get my wife flowers.
I'm waiting for that soundboard. Fucking womp womp. Where's that soundboard? Womp womp.
Wah wah wah. I think I have. I don't think I have that. I think I have like crying sound effect or cheering. I don't know.
Maybe
however
that's
you look
my
at it.
angle. Like, babe, I found another guy to buy you flowers on Valentine's Day.
I don't know. Who knows? You know, then she might. Maybe you never see her again.
I'm going to
after
smoke cigars.
Do you do anything like that over there? You have like a Valentine's Day thing?
Yeah, it's called drop your husbands off and leave them with us for the aftermath. That's the perfect Valentine's Day gift, ladies.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, he's happy, you're happy. Just make sure you take his credit card.
That's it. Just make sure you have the proper payment.
Let's see. Oh, all right. I got. This was a sound effect with Sally whenever I got naked for her.
Now, have you worked this out on air? Have you worked yourself out on air, or has this been
No.
Congratulations. That's what today's topic is.
Right.
We found the show.
Therapy Tuesdays.
No, it was. We have a show in here on Tuesday nights. Mike Keegan, you know Mike, right?
Yeah. He keeps telling me. I keep asking him. I'm going to stop in with him.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's him and Mark Hirschman.
Heck yeah.
They used to. Sally used to engineer their show. So since she's not here anymore, I've been doing it. So the first time I came in to do it, Hirschman went into this big thing about how we're not together anymore and Sally's not here anymore, and he actually went into tears. I was like, what the? And then of course it was contagious. So we were sitting here like pussies. Two men were crying, and Mike Keegan's in the middle, probably dying inside. He probably got on the phone when he left here. These fucking morons. But that was the most it was discussed on the
Tuesday
air.
nights?
They're on Tuesday. Well, they're not on tonight because they're smart. Because they want to get their sex.
Yes.
So they're off
with each other.
Probably. They're actually
sorry, Mark. No.
Right. But they're actually going to be on tomorrow night at 10 instead because and it works out because it turns out February 15th is their year anniversary since they started their show.
Right.
So, exactly.
More people are awake at 10 than 9.
Yeah, but you might not want to be this. Nobody wants to see them naked.
No, and it's funny because I keep saying it's like in your mind. He's like, yeah, stop in. So I'd like to stop in, and I was at a party at a friend's house in Queens, and friends of them's were there, and it turns out we were talking about a show I was doing, and they were going to but they're good friends with Hirsch.
Oh, wow.
So they're like, when you meet them, tell them who we are.
Yeah, he seems to know everybody. He knows guys I went to high school with. He knows guys I worked at Verizon with.
People, like they're locals.
Oh, yeah. He's right here in Levittown. Right, yeah. But make sure you tell them in advance when you're coming on their show.
Yes.
Hirschman is Jewish, and he doesn't like surprises. And he gets crazy. He gets crazy. There's been people in here. One time, Jeff Bosey stopped in, and I forget what it was. Maybe it was his birthday or something. And he gave him a gift. This is before we went on the air. Gave him a gift, talked to him for 2 seconds, and then left. All before we went on the air. And it still threw him off for the whole night. He was all cranky about it.
right, so I'm gonna reach out to Keegan. 'Cause that's what, I know Keeks, so I'll reach out to
Keegan's
Keeks.
good people.
Yeah.
Good people. All right, so it's Valentine's Day today. We're going to do some Tuesday trivia in a little while. All right, so it's Valentine's Day. It's all about the romance. Have you guys set a date yet?
Yes.
You did. You have?
Yes, we have.
When is it?
I'm not telling. August 27th.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Crunch time.
Crunch time?
Yeah.
Crunch time.
So, yeah, you got a lot to do.
Mm-hmm. You're telling me.
If you're going to sell the store and run away, it's like you got to put it up now. You got to start working on that shit now.
So where are you going on? You got planning the honeymoon and all that good stuff?
Honeymoon's already planned.
Where are you going?
We are going on a cruise to Bermuda.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Thank you, Gilda. You're like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Oh,
Gilda's my mother-in-law, or soon-to-be mother-in-law. She's actually paying for the honeymoon.
Look at that.
Because she wants babies.
All right. Well, did you tell?
I'm old. I'm getting old, James. You gotta make babies. I gotta see my grandbabies before I'm dead.
Did you tell her? Well, I'm practicing.
Yeah. Well.
I hope she didn't get you one of those like deck one, no windows.
Yeah.
Like, stay in there until you're pregnant. Don't come out until you're pregnant.
the bunk bed.
Right. What are we supposed to do here all week?
I'm sure he has a few ideas.
So, but that being said,
Yeah.
it must be. Let me give you a hug for a tough day today. But
That's all right. Thank you,
I
pal.
see you've been. You know, you were. I know you were. Got the main room. You hosted. You were excited. It seems like I'm seeing more stand-up posts from you.
Yeah, So a few days before New Year's, they asked me if I would perform, which I have to admit, it's a cool feeling when the club actually asks for you to go up, and so it was my first time in the main room where the club actually asked me to do it, and we showed up here that night. It was a Thursday. And it was me and Laura Patton. Peter Bales was here. Chris Monty was headlining. Nice. Joe Crivello. A lot of great. Yeah, Chris, obviously. Yeah, you know Chris. Great. Just a great lineup. And I was the first one here. I'm always early. Laura Patton came in next. And we're just kind of, I don't know, we're like, who's hosting? Like, nobody seemed to know who was hosting. The show started at 7. 6:45, Laura went to James, said, who's hosting? He goes, all right, I'll talk to you in a few minutes. 6:50, he calls me over, and I just knew it. I was like, oh, shit. He goes, hey, and he calls me Walker. Walker, you're gonna host tonight. I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, 10. This is the first time I'm being asked to host, to perform in the big room, and I'm hosting on 10 minutes notice. I'm like, son of a bitch. Hosting's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. And I mean, I'm not complaining. Trust me, I was happy to do it, but there was like 2 minutes of holy shit. And I had to find all the comedians, make sure I had their names right, how they want to be introed. Do you want to be lit? Let you know your time is up, all this stuff.
Yeah. When I first started out, I used to do a lot of the emceeing, and I found it good because you were able to hone in on a specific bit and polish it off because you had a couple of minutes, you get off, boom.
Right.
Come out, do something else. And I was able, like, my first few 10 minutes, like my first 10 minutes was really built like on hosting. Like I've used it on stage, needed polishing, then the hosting helped.
Right.
Oh
no, I love it. I've hosted before. I've hosted at McGuire's. I've hosted in the patio. I love it for that reason. Like I always feel. I mean, even with just the standard 7 minutes, sometimes I feel like it's going like this, and I hate that. I like to stay up. So hosting is perfect for me. Get that energy going right away. Come out just. Not even maybe one joke in between, but usually not. You just introduce the next guy, keep everybody going a little bit, you get off, and you keep going back. And plus you're working all night instead of doing your 5-10 minutes, whatever it is, and then you're hanging around the rest of the time bored.
Mozzarella sticks, you're like, oh shit, I gotta get up.
Because like governors in particular, they like you to stick around. They like when all the comics go out at the end and say goodbye to everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it gives you, instead of waiting, for 2 hours, like what am I going to do next? Like.
Well, it's funny because I did. I had run a fundraiser for my son's 5th grade PTA.
Right.
Just strictly so they know, yes, my son gets suspended, but it's nothing like his father. His father's a very charitable human being. But I had put together a little fundraiser for the PTA, for the parents, right? And I think we had like 80 people, and they combined like 2 other ones. So I had a lot of people like, I wasn't going to perform originally when I was putting this together. I was like, listen, I'm not going to perform if it's everybody. Like these people, they think they know me. They don't fucking know me. They're from the, from the neighborhood, whatever, but not where I grew up. And I was like, listen, if you bring 2 people that aren't from here that don't know me, we can fill this room. I'll get up. But I'm like, I'm not going to get up. So and they ended up they had a packed fucking house. So, I'm standing outside. Everybody's coming in. And I'm like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting. And some people, like, I don't even really know.
Right.
But I know they know my kid and their kid know their kid. I'm like, I tell my wife, I was like, babe, this is fucking, I don't know what these people are going to think. So she's like, all right, settle down. So I'm in the room. I'm just trying to settle down. All of a sudden, it's like 2 minutes of showtime. And it comes up. Boom. I was like, fuck, I'm first. I was like, oh man.
Shit.
I texted my wife. I was like, all right, it's going to go. This room's going to go south fast. It's going to be okay.
Well, thank goodness everybody else will pick it up after.
But it was good because it was, what I like about that is when they complain, it's like, you had a full, every seat was taken.
Wow, that's
like
great.
300 people in there.
Sure, yeah.
And I actually had a really, really good set. Like a lot of the people that didn't know it, they're like, oh my God, how long you been there? It's like, oh, they're like, you look like, I was like, I was shitting in my pants. Like, you look like so calm and in control. I'm like, I'm the little duck. I'm like, my dick was fucking like, tingling the entire time. I was like, all right, we're going with the asshole story. Fuck him.
Right.
We're going with the story. It was great. That room when it's packed and like, when you can get that energy.
Yep.
And when it's going fast, there's nothing better than
That's
that.
my favorite type of audience where enough people to be comfortable, but not enough so that you got to win them over too. But having some people, that they keep an energy because they're going to laugh at everything. And that helps, keep a good energy going. So that's my favorite.
Well, and it's a good sell because it's a Thursday night. And like I try to explain to these people, because I've had some people come to the other shows that you do, the produced shows, right?
Right,
So, they throw 8 guys on, they're fucking 9, 10 guys. 2, 3 are just fucking god awful, and people come see you, and then they know you're doing another show, and sometimes they're like,
right.
I'm like, this is going to be a fucking lineup.
Right. Who else was in it?
Keegs was on it.
Oh, nice.
Loftus was the headliner.
Oh,
was fucking awesome,
Michael Loftus. Yep.
Loftus. Capone hosted.
Oh, Mary.
Yep. We had some good guys.
Mary's great.
There was the Arab guy from the Bronx, really funny guy. So it was a really good lineup, and it was good. And I think Keeks went on right after me, and he's like, dude, you got him. Like, he was like,
nice.
yo, you got him.
Yep.
I had a really good set. It was really good.
I say
it's so funny because when you can be that nervous,
yeah,
but I guess when you're up there, it's like, this is what you want to do, right? So when you
Sure.
get that first laugh,
Right.
it kind of settles you in, but you're still nervous, but it doesn't show.
Right.
For whatever reason, it didn't show.
That's good.
I was shitting in my pants. I even said, I was like, I don't want to hear anything about who's canceling fucking play dates with my son after today. And then I so the punch was made. I said, and that's when the kids all started becoming pussies. So we started calling them play dates, just so we're all clear.
Right. Yeah, it's true.
I don't know why your kid's a pussy and that kid's a pussy. And I had to go over the taint generation joke I worked on.
Yep.
Killed. And then I'm sure a few of them were like, well, no wonder why the kid got suspended from
Have you
this
seen
guy talks around the house? Like,
he uses his son as
Did he
his
just call his son
practice
pussy?
audience. Yeah, right. The school called the next day, you're suspended.
You're suspended. You go in there and you fucking punch someone in the face. You don't be a pussy. We're not raising pussies.
Like Mr. Cassandro's not allowed on school property for the rest of the school year.
No, it goes even deeper. He's been banned from the HTB Flag Football League. This is the next thing because of
What?
Me. Yeah, you imagine this shit. Don't get me started. I can't say this on there because they're gonna get. All right. They're gonna get this. No, I can. They're gonna get this. These motherfuckers. Banning a 10-year-old.
So wait a minute. What league? Flag football?
HTB. If anybody's out there and you have kids and you do HTB Flag Football, Roger's a pussy. His wife looks like a man. And fucking Wayne's a stuttering cocksucker. No offense to any stutterers.
No, what is HTB?
HTB. It's
What
like
is
a
that?
big flag football league.
I didn't
It's
even
a
know they
shit
had
one.
that.
Yeah, but they play at Cedar Creek. They got a lot of. It's a lot. And the kid's been playing since fucking kindergarten, 2 seasons a year. And then last year he broke his wrist. Remember when he broke his wrist?
I remember. Yeah,
he broke his wrist. And
right, missed the rest of the season.
He was missing the whole season. So I was like, the diagnosis was 10 to 12 weeks. So I called the coach. He's like, call Mickey, let her know. So I called Mickey, and I'm like, listen, I don't think he's going to be able to play, just to let her know. So she's like, oh, okay, just send me a doctor's note. Minus the shirt and this, we could probably refund you half that. I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't
send you a doctor's note.
Like, so they could right. So I didn't think anything of it. It was like $65 refund. Like, I wasn't just staring at my bank account. Right. So Wednesday, before the last day, which is a playoff day, And this is good because we're going to trash them. We're going to News 12. This is going to be fucking good. These people are fucking done. So what happened was, so now he gets clearance.
Tony, you have opened Pandora's box.
Apparently.
Well, I come here. We work out all my son's issues at this show.
Yeah, it's therapy for you.
So what happens is he gets heels a little bit ahead of time, and he gets cleared to play on the Wednesday before the playoff days, which is just a win till you play till you lose thing. So I called the coach. I said, Mikey could play. He's like, great, bring him down.
Right.
He's like, oh, great. Saturday we wake up. Michael's like, Dad, I don't have a shirt. I was like, oh shit, they didn't give me a shirt. All right, no problem. We played other kids. Throughout the year they put on the same different, like a similar shirt. Like, put on a shirt, blue shirt. We'll go down there. We'll figure everything out. Okay. We get down there. He's sitting there, and now the game hasn't started yet. And another kid was sitting there that wasn't going to play. So I told my wife, I said, just go grab Nicholas's shirt, come to the field, whatever. I go to turn around to tell the coach, listen, Lisa's picking up a shirt. And I see the referee. The game didn't start yet. He's standing over my son. He's got his hand on his shoulder, no adults present, and he's got his cell phone pressed up against my son's face. Right? So I go right there. I'm like, what are you doing with this phone on my son's face? He's like, I just asked him his name. This guy's in his 30s, big fucking tall guy. He's like, I just asked him his name. I'm like, well, what did he say? He said Michael. I said, well, that's his name. Take the phone off his face before I fucking shove it up your ass.
So you don't even know this guy?
I don't even know this guy. Referee, my son would have looked like he's gotten interrogated, like a look of fear I've never seen on my son's face.
As a spectator in this, right there, what that is, that's called Dad 101.
Right.
Motherfucker, you put your hands on my fucking kid.
Yeah.
Beat the balls off.
Right.
You.
Yeah.
Don't touch my fucking kid.
Now
That's
what
right.
happened was I was red, and I didn't let that be the focus of the thing. So what happened is he's like, I'm just calling the commissioner on the other side of the field because people have been bringing in ringers. I'm like, ringers? The kid's been on the same fight. I said, half the field saw him come in there. They're like, oh, Mikey's back. Mikey's 10 years old.
I'm bringing in a 12-year-old ringer.
I'm bringing in a 7th-grade ringer.
Yeah,
the kid
can barely tie his shoes.
For flag football.
For flag football.
Right. So long story short, the guy Roger
big
comes
hands.
over and he tells me, he's like, well, was he on the roster? I was like, he should be on a roster. He's been on the fucking same team for 10 seasons. Well, did we refund you the money? I'm like, you know what? I don't know. I was like, I maybe you did. I'm like, but what the fuck difference does it make? It's fucking the kid's on the same team. Everybody saw him. I was like, if it's about the money, I'll give you $160 for the day. Right. And then he said something I just bothered me. I was like, you're an asshole. And I turn around and I grab my son. And then he got mad. So now a little escalation of argument. Then now it's trophy day. There's fields going on everywhere. So now there's the trophy area. So I'm like, I'm going to go talk to Wayne, the other commissioner. So I beeline it there. Now they're standing by the trophy thing. So they're doing a photo op with Senator Steve Rhodes.
Oh, yeah.
Right? And the councilman, Chris Carini.
Okay.
Now, Carini, his son is my son's age. They play Broncos football together. I know Chris.
Yeah.
I always call him Sammy. This is
I know Steve Rhodes.
Yeah. So I always call Chris Senator. So
Mm.
as I walk up to the table, the two commissioners are standing over here, and you got the senator with his back to me and Carini looking at me. And I go, hey, Senator. And then Rhodes turns around like total politician. He's like, oh, hi, nice to meet you. Hopefully I get your vote. I swear to God. Sticks out his fucking hand. He's like, hopefully I can get your vote. I'm like, I wasn't fucking talking to you. I was like, can I talk to you too? And I swear to God, I disrupt the photo op. Now there's an argument. There's a little argument ensuing.
So they all lined up to beat you up.
No, but they're like, listen, no, we gave you the money. I'm like, I get you gave me the fucking money. I'm like, but we're not cheating. The kid's been on the same fucking team for 5 years in a row, 2 seasons a year. Nobody's going to give a shit. They all saw him coming.
Are they saying that he's not on the team?
He was saying because they took him off the roster because they refunded me the money. So now I'm not, but I'm enraged. So like anything that's going on, I'm not even. Because I'm still in the back of my head. I'm still going back to the field to fucking kick the fucking ref's ass.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what's going on.
Right.
Then the guy Rogers like, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the park. So I was like, well, you got 2 fucking options. You can give me $15,000 for my fucking property taxes, or you can drag me out of this park. I said, because I'm gonna take you to the fucking park. I was fucking hot, and yeah, he's tall too. So we're all like 6'3" guys. When I say it like this. I'm gonna kick your fucking hands. I'm gonna kick your fucking hands. So now I'm mocking. Now I'm just steaming. I'm like, I go back to the field, and then the coach comes up to me. He's like, "Listen, Mikey's breaking my heart." He came up to me. He's like, "Listen, we're winning. If we win this game, we're gonna play on another field. Maybe it's a different ref." And he's like, Michael, you can't play. And then my son got upset. I said, all right, come on, let's go. We're just going to get it. Let's go home. It's no big deal. We weren't sure if we could play. Not a big deal. We're walking away. And then I turn around, and this guy, Roger, is sitting in the middle of the field after the game with 6 different referees pointing at me. So I was like, Michael, stay here. I go, beelining it to him. I'm like, listen, I don't know where you come from, but where I come from, you're fucking pointing at me. You got something to say. I was like, what the fuck do you want to say? I'm fucking leaving. You're a fucking... I went nuts. And now, this is why I hate... I'm sorry, but this is why I fucking hate Long Island. You're a fucking bunch of pussies. You get yelled at, and you can't handle it. I'm from Queens. Nobody touched anybody. So now... This is crazy shit. I'm sorry if I'm taking up a lot of time, but this is crazy. So now, a couple of days later, I called the guy Wayne. I said, listen, Wayne, I want to apologize. Things got a little out of hand. I was like, but you got to understand. I turned around and I saw an adult with his hands on my kid and a cell phone on his face with no adults present.
Yeah.
I said I had to sit down with my son and say, listen, Dad didn't handle that properly. That's not what we do. I had my dad moment. Mm-hmm. I just don't want there to be any problems. Okay. Now, I never seen this guy Roger outside of that field ever in my life.
Okay.
2 weeks later, I'm at Stevens Neck Park. My son's at he's at a football practice for tackle, and the adult flag league shows up for their playoffs, and I see this guy Roger.
Oh my god!
So I grab him. I'm like, listen, just want I didn't have your number. I wanted to apologize, and he's like a little pussy, like He's like treating me like I'm not doing the right thing. So this is what this fucking cocksucker says to me. He says, well, the problem is, if you tell me to go fuck myself and get away with it, then next week, that guy's going to tell me to go fuck myself and get away with it. So here's my Queens mentality rearing its ugly head again. I go, here's an idea. The next time somebody tells you to go fuck yourself, knock them out, and no one's going to tell you to go fuck yourself.
Well, but apparently this guy has an issue with people going to tell him to fuck himself a lot, which means he's the problem.
Right. So now I get a call from the coach. He's like, they wanted your email address. They want to remove you from all emails. This, that, and the other thing. I was like, oh, please, whatever. So now I'm getting emails all fucking off season. The season starts next week. I'm getting off register, and I'm just, I'm writing it out. Then I call the coach. I said, listen, I'm going to register Michael. I keep getting emails. Just I want to make sure there's no problems. He calls me up. I was like, nah, Mickey said you can't play. I was like, what? So I call the guy Wayne. I'm like, listen, Wayne, what the fuck are we doing here? The kid's 10 years old. He didn't do anything. I was like,
right. You're not going to make him suffer.
I won't come to the field. I won't come to the field. I was like, he goes, well, you came back. I was like, I understand that, but I said, this had nothing to do with him playing. I said, this was a guy on his hands. And then all of a sudden he goes, all right, I'm going to bring it up to the board. And he calls me back. He calls me back 2 days later. This is what they tell me. Lifetime ban. What? Lifetime. What? That was me in my office. What? I said, let me tell you something, Wayne. I go, every second Thursday, I think about leaving this family. So if I fucking left and I moved to Jersey and I had nothing to do with my fucking kid, he can't play fucking football. I'm like, what if I die tomorrow? Like, this kid's banned for life?
Oh, all right. So I misunderstood. I thought the lifetime ban was you.
My son, banned for life. Now, so now I'm upset. My son lives for football. These are all his friends. He's been playing forever. Now I'm like, fuck, what am I going to tell this kid?
Oh, that's awful.
Listen, I'm like, Wayne, that's insane. He's like, I told them I didn't accept that answer. And, this guy started the league. I'm like, well, you can end this. He's like, I want another. So he goes back to the fucking board. And then I call him. I said, it shouldn't be a lifetime ban. We've only banned 3 people in their life, and they've all put their hands on somebody. He goes, nothing physical happened. I said, yeah, the only thing physical happened was your ref put hands on my kid. And he
lifetime ban on him.
Well, he acted like he heard this for the first fucking time.
No kidding.
He's like, what do you mean? Why did you go to him? Why didn't you go to a dog? I was like, that's your house, dude. You got to clean that shit up. That's not my problem. I said, but this is what happened. I said, anything else that happened after that made no sense. I didn't care. So I'm like, he goes, all right, I'm going to bring all the new information. I had people call him. I had witnesses. Like, yeah, dude, the guy went fucking nuts. He turned around and he saw somebody with his hands on his kid. He just beelined it. Comes back, 1 year, they came back with a 1 year suspension. I'm still trying to say 1 season. And I said, you know what, Wayne, here's the deal. I go, anything other than him playing is unacceptable.
Right.
I said, and I'm going to sue the shit out of you guys because I spoke to my attorney, which I did. I'm like, it's child endangerment. I said, the first thing my attorney asked me was, can you confirm that it was the commissioner on the phone? I said, no. He goes, oh, so for all we know, he was showing him dick pictures or he had an illicit message. Right. I said, yeah. I coach CYO. I have to go through all this training. And by the way, if anybody does CYO, like that Virtus training, they show you how to do it. It's fucking bizarre. It's really, I don't believe in Virtus. Teaches you how to fucking be a pedophile. It's disgusting. But that being said, you still have to go through the training. So then I had my attorney speak to their attorney, and their attorney's in agreement with us that, we don't hold it against the kid, but I can only advise. So then I let him play.
And so
So now and then my lawyer's like, the only thing you can really do is, we could sue the ref. Because they technically don't have to let him play, but they already changed their policy. Refs can't talk to the kids. But and then my wife, who's Sicilian, she's going for the jugular. We were burning down houses. Then all of a sudden, I swear to God, nails in the driveway. She's fucking nuts. So all of a sudden, what happened was
horses' heads.
We finally had to come clean to him.
Tony and Vito with a crowbar.
Yeah, right. So she's like,
"What do you mean had to come clean?
We had to come clean to Mikey. We didn't tell him yet. We were trying to work it out without letting him know. And I'm like, we have to let him know he can't fucking play. So it was weighing on her.
Oh.
So she goes to, he's gonna love this. So then she goes and decides, I was like, you want to do it together? I was like, I'm on my way home. She's like, no, I'll take care of it after school. He's in the back playing basketball. She's like, I went out in the back. I'm like, you remember the thing that happened? And he's like, what? Oh yeah, with Dad. She's like, yeah, well they're mad at Dad and they're taking it out on you and they're not letting you play. And he goes, oh, fuck that guy. He goes, I cursed him out too, Mom. I was like, well, he called him an ass on the way out. I was like, he didn't curse him out. So now, because of that, now she doesn't want, she's like, what are we going to do? We're going to ruin this referee, this poor kid's life? I'm like, he's not a kid. He's in his mid-30s. I'm like, yeah. I said, I'm not going to make idle threats. I'm like, let's drop a lawsuit. I said, well, I said, the kid's got, we'll see what they do. Maybe they got to, I said, because at this point, even if they let him play, I'm going to tell them to go fuck themselves. And the Tony and Vito thing, just so we're clear, this is how it works, is you wait about 2-3 years. Right? And he's just coming out of 7-Eleven with a coffee.
Yeah.
He thinks he's getting robbed.
Excuse me. You dropped your wallet over there for a second. Bang!
Right. And he's like, oh my God, it was crazy. Some crazy
when
guy.
You said, to clean, right? I was immediately, I'm like, this guy's from Queens. This is a double entendre. Okay? There's some shit happening here. This guy's going to be like, he's fucking waiting outside some guy's fucking house in his fucking Cadillac.
My wife's like, go go throw nails. I'm like, no, not now. It's like, it's like 2026 shit. We got to plan this. This guy has no idea it's us. Like, he's like, it's out of his mind completely. That's how it happens. You're going to go, I go hit him now. Somebody go hit him now. They're going to be at the door in 8 minutes. He's probably got voice messages to me. You motherfucker. So the best is, the funny part is, there was one father that wasn't there. Like Queens guy. And I'm like, the problem was, all the other fathers, they were so frightened of me. No one stepped in my way to calm me down.
Oh, wow.
Charlie's like, I would have grabbed you. I was like, I know. Everybody just let me go.
Yeah.
Because he goes, and then he goes, what? He goes, what? The old ref with the mustache? And the coach goes, oh, no, Chris went to the two biggest, youngest ones.
The ref had a mustache? Wait a minute. Yeah. Okay. All right. This takes it to a totally different level. All right. Because everything is now fucking verified. Yes. All right. Creepy mustache. Small kid. Bad. No.
You can't have that.
Can't have that shit.
And I told my wife, I was like, and then of course it turns into like, because you're crazy. She had a guy. I was like, Lisa, if you were there, I said you would have hit the ref. I'm like, you would have went nuts if you saw what I saw. So Charlie, so they're like, no, Chris went after the two biggest guys, and I was like, yeah, I was like, my friend was from Wantar's team, and he goes, I made a joke. I was like, he's like, people were like, how was the playoff day? They're like, oh, it was great. That guy from my cousin Vinny came out on the field. I swear to God, I was like, you motherfuckers! I was hot. And now they won't let the fucking kid play. It's like, it's so heartbreaking.
It's
but I
crazy.
found another league for him, but now I got to be able to, I can't get his friends on the team yet. Like, I can maybe get a couple to play. But I have parents that I just let them know they're not letting them play. And they're willing to be like, yeah, I'll pull my kid out of this fucking league.
That's good.
If they do this,
that's what it takes. Power and numbers, right?
Yeah.
Let these fuckers start losing some money and watching the people go to another league.
So I'm thinking about getting rid of him because it's
the kid.
Yeah, it's causing all my problems.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of suspensions,
right?
So now my wife's like, suspension, thrown out of the league. And now, so the CYO basketball, that Vertis class, apparently, like, there was, like, one section I didn't complete. It was, like, a year and a half ago. And I get an email. There's a game on Saturday. I get an email Friday at, like, 8:30 at night from the guy from St. Williams. He's like, hey, Chris, I was just called, Rectory just informed me that you didn't do the complete Vertis training. He's like, if you didn't complete it, you can't, volunteer. If you did, just send me a screenshot. So I tell my wife, she's like, you just go there, like Sebastian Maniscalco. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. She goes, the last thing you need is just get thrown out of another fucking league. She goes, we're gonna have to move.
I hope the priest isn't too tall. You motherfucker!
You cocksucker! Oh no!
You can curse him out and then confess to him immediately after, right?
I'm like, I didn't mean cocksucker like cocksucker, but you cocksucker. I know what you're doing in there.
In the same breath, say 5 Hail Marys and you're fine.
You completed that class. I know what you're doing.
Now, what is this? I don't know what this Virtus class is.
It's like, okay, it's to atone for all the fucking pedophilia in the church. So now there's this training you got to go through if you want to volunteer as coaches.
Okay.
A lot of fucking atonement.
Yes, but
Yeah, right.
and the thing is, everybody that does it, you come out of it, you're like, that just basically.
But it's
like,
it's
that
like graphic
mapped it
or
out on
something?
how to get away with it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
It's bizarre. Jeez. It's very bizarre. That's why I didn't finish. I was like, one more fucking lesson.
right.
I'm going to be in prison.
Carol Miner, we handle things different when you're from Queens. Yep, Carol Miner from Queens Village in the house. She says.
Oh, Queens Village in the house.
And you're from there. Sounds like that referee should have been a priest.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So now it's like, do I file the suit just to make noise? But it's a $4,500 retain. I mean, it's not an easy thing, but it's like it's the idle threat, and then
Right, because then they have to get a lawyer, pay for that.
But like my lawyer
That
said, then
gets
what
them.
happens is the ref goes to them and is like, you got to let this kid play. They're suing me. But I was like, at that point, I'm not saying, oh great, here, take my $160. Go fuck yourself. He's
Right.
never gonna play. So why am I dropping the lawsuit unless I'm going to get something
true.
from this guy? And I get it. I think the ref. He just, you know what? Because the coach, the other guy said, because of the shirt, he should have called them first. And I told the guy, Wayne, I said, Wayne, if you would have came to me first and said, listen, it's not on the roster, I would have said, oh, what? Okay, it doesn't make sense. And I would have had cooler heads. And everybody knows him. I was like, the proper thing could have been, you go to every coach before the game. Be like, this is the situation. Are you okay with him playing? And everybody would have been okay with him playing.
Right.
Like when he walked out,
Right.
people were like, oh, Mikey, you're playing today? He was on the sidelines for 5 games with a cast. He went to all the practices. I mean, he's a part of the fucking team.
Right.
So I got more problems because his initial reaction was "fuck that guy." So now I got to deal with that long term. I'm figuring out what I'm doing, And this is the problem because I was like, I was talking to somebody. I was like, you know what? People think we're crazier than our parents. I said, no, our parents weren't there. My father would have done the same fucking thing, but he wasn't at the games. He didn't go to the practices.
Right.
He didn't give a shit. Go. Don't come home till dinner. Leave your mother
the fucking
alone.
street lights
Till
come
the
on.
street lights
Right.
come on.
Exactly.
Leave your mother
Yep.
alone.
right.
Like he would have. My father would have probably hit the guy right there. He would have been worse than me, but he's not there to do it. So the parents are nuts, but I think because our parents weren't there all the time.
Yeah. No, I agree.
So that's what I've been dealing with.
You know what he needs? He
Sad.
needs an emotional support.
He needs an emotional support goose.
Yep.
100%.
I need to come to your fucking place and smoke some goddamn
His place is
cigars.
great. I love it. I don't even smoke, but I love hanging out in his place. Where is the goose?
It's in my pocket.
Where is the store located?
Store's located at 8 New Street in Huntington Village.
Okay.
I
know Huntington well, yeah.
You know Huntington well enough? Okay, so you know where the Starbucks is?
Yes.
Okay, and then across the street you've got the Wells Fargo.
Yep.
Okay, right next to them is Hatch.
Oh, the
breakfast place.
Breakfast place.
Overpriced breakfast
Yeah,
place.
yeah, well, everything, yeah.
Oh, well, it's Huntington. Everything's overpriced except me. Right next to Hatch. We're on the left-hand side of the street.
All right, I'm gonna come by you because not to be more Italian,
Oh, God,
not
wait
to
a
sound
minute.
more
Hold
Guinea
on a
than I
second.
have already.
Oh, jeez, that's somebody saying like, "Shut up, James." No, I'm.
But I do I'm in a bocce
You're
league on
making
Monday
fun
night.
of Hatch. You're making fun of Hatch. That's your neighbor, asshole. Shut up.
Somebody heard that, right?
No, actually, it was one of my sales vendors.
Why? What's wrong with a $19 egg?
I mean, they're $9 a carton.
Yeah,
Well, you gotta get, they
you
gotta
gotta
get their
make your
fucking money
money.
worth somewhere, right?
Plus the rents over there, they get good money, right? But I'm there on Monday nights. I'm in a bocce league.
Oh, perfect.
At Cow's Neck.
Oh, yes. Okay, perfect. All right. You actually might know one of my guys from down there. Do you know Dave Lyons?
Probably by face. We all know each other.
Yeah, Handsome Dave, we call him.
Handsome Dave.
In a strictly platonic way.
As he smokes his cigars. As he lubricates the
That's
edge.
right. I'm just wetting the tip.
I'm just wetting the tip. Yeah, no, we'll come down.
Yeah,
Monday
swing
on
by,
the way,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Don't you think he would benefit from an emotional support goose?
I think he does. I tell people this all the time. I think that more people need an emotional support goose.
Yes,
100%.
I agree.
Emotional support goose.
Emotional support dogs.
Yeah.
James has an emotional support
an
goose.
emotional support goose.
Nice.
That's right.
You can take it anywhere?
I take it anywhere. The best part about a goose is you never know when the situation arises. Just the other day, perfect example. Just the other day, this past weekend, we were at this restaurant. This fucking kid screaming their fucking head off. Okay, every fucking parent knows this. Okay, you take a kid goes into the restaurant. I want my fucking this. I want my fucking that. Where's Bluey? Where's my fucking Baba? Where's my fucking this? You know, blah, blah, blah. And the next thing you know, you got fucking thermonuclear warhead ready to fucking go off. Wah! And then next thing you know, it's like fucking, it's like lightning. It's like bottled lightning. And like every single fucking kid in the restaurant all of a sudden picks up on it. It's like a kid dar, it's a radar kids got, and they all fucking go. So next thing you know, it's World War III. Fucking rice is getting thrown in the air. Fucking, shrimp.
What are you in a school cafeteria? Where were you?
I was in a fucking Chinese restaurant.
What the hell?
Careful, they'll cook that goose, dude.
So there's this kid sitting at the table directly across from me. Kid's fucking wailing, and Dad's doing the best that Dad can. He's got the fucking iPad, he's got the fucking cell phone, he's got the other fucking $3,000 instrument that electronic bullshit you gotta fucking feed your kids. Back in my day it was a fucking coloring book
or a smack
or a fucking smack. Exactly right. It was a coloring book or a fucking smack. Which one do you want? So anyway, so this dad's just like, oh, here you go. And the kid's fucking inconsolable, right? Absolutely fucking inconsolable. So, of course, I turn to Melissa. And what does Melissa do? She gives me this look like...
Just eat.
Don't fucking do it.
Right. Yeah.
Just shut the fuck up, eat your noodles, don't fucking do it. And I'm like, no, all right, I'm going to fucking do it. She's like, don't fucking do it. Not here. Not now. She's like, I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. Just fucking eat your goddamn noodles and leave it alone. This fucking kid's screaming his fucking head off. I'm like, fuck that shit. I reach into my pocket, put Goose on. Goose comes on, right? Instantaneously, it's like laser locked. Every fucking child's eye. I don't know how the fuck it happens, but instantaneous laser lock on the fucking.
I don't know how it happens. I don't know. It's a sock puppet of a Gus.
A real goose?
Yeah. Oh, I have a goose in my pocket right now. Yeah, 1 second. Goose, you want to come out, buddy?
Don't do it, she goes.
You all right, Goose? You getting ready, bud?
Oh my goodness!
So all of a sudden, fucking Goose comes out, right? Laser locked, right? Kid's fucking laser locked. What? I don't know. You gotta go. I don't know who they are. I don't know why they're fucking crying. Why don't you go over there and fucking introduce yourself? Why not? You're shy? So then all of a sudden this kid's like fucking mesmerized. Because they're like, this stupid 30-cent inanimate object all of a sudden is taking on a life. Right? So I get up from the table and I go over and I start fucking talking to the fucking little kid. It's fucking 3-year-old kid. Fucking dad's looking at me like I got fucking 2 heads. Mom's like, who is this creepy fucking pedo here at the table with this fucking sock puppet on his hand acting like an asshole in the middle of a fucking Chinese restaurant? And the fucking Goose is like, wah, 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 wah. And the kid's just like, wah, 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 wah. It's like they had their own fucking language, right? And next thing you know, every fucking kid in the goddamn restaurant is giggling, they're laughing, they're coming over. It was like, it was electric.
You should do parties.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, you should do parties.
It was unbelievable. Now, that's on a good day. Okay? This is why you need a goose. Because geese are the fucking assholes of the sky.
Who doesn't need a good goosing once in a while?
With wings.
Dude, they every 4:30 in the morning.
Right?
I'm right by the water.
That's all you fucking hear. It's all you fucking hear.
It sounds like a car alarm at first. I'm like, right? And it's like,
inconsiderate fucking assholes, right? Okay? So that's the best thing about a goose. Because now, all of a sudden, you're fucking confronted with some fucking piece of shit who's fucking ruining your lunch, or some fucking asshole who fucking cuts you off. Put them on. Fucking driving down the road. And they don't fucking know how to fucking respond.
Right.
They don't know how to fucking respond.
Did you make that or you bought it?
I mean, listen.
It's a goose sock?
My
I'm buying one.
sister actually bought a pair of them for me
But then that makes it geese.
It makes it geese. I now have several. I have a flock. Okay,
You have a gaggle of
I have
geese.
a gaggle of geese at home, right? So and I interswap them depending on who needs to be cleaned, and whose personality they. I mean, Jesus Christ! I mean, I'm my own fucking shrink. I'm talking about different personality geese. Jesus Christ! But anyway, so the fucking best thing about this is you could be in a restaurant, somebody could fucking piss you off. And you could just be strolling by him, and all of a sudden, and be like, dude, calm down. Jesus Christ, man, stop it. No, got it. And the person's staring at you like, what the fuck? And all of a sudden, you're just I am so sorry. He's never like this unless he's dealing with assholes. I am so sorry. And I've had to do that several times. It is the most cathartic feeling in the world because you're not fucking directly confronting the son of a bitch.
It's
the goose is doing it. And that's how you get away with it. And also how you get people who look at you like, this guy's fucking unhinged.
Yeah, he's unhinged. Leave him alone.
Maybe we should just fucking accept the fact that this guy is fucking off his rocker.
Yeah, don't go
and
after
leave
him.
him the fuck
leave him
alone.
alone. Don't engage him. Don't go after him.
He'll stop quacking in a second. Just let him go.
Quacking.
So like I said, everybody needs a goose.
You ever have anybody throw bread at you? Shut that fucking thing up!
Oh my goodness! And and the goose is, well, first off, you should
ever just go in and you're like, the goose is loose before you turn on the goose.
It's like Bruce Banner turning into the Hulk. It's like a slow build. Quack!
Pretty much.
There should be like, HuntingtonHumidor.com on the side of the duck. You should sell them. Sell them.
Yeah.
Why not? And definitely do parties.
Sell loose goosies. Like
Loosey goosies.
Loosey goosies. The fucking, they say like the fucking Arturo, the short story. You can only buy 2 at a time still.
Yeah, that's true. I never even thought of that. The goose doesn't have a name. It's just emotional support goose.
No, it's just goose.
Yeah, he's not like Bob or anything.
No, he's not Bob. That's his uncle's name. I mean,
Goose. Oh, goose.
He's got several dozen of them. So
Right.
Maverick.
Oh my goodness. Now, please, I'm assuming like late at night, you and Melissa are sleeping. Like the goose doesn't come out like for intimacy issues.
No comment.
Oh yeah. All right. Well. All right. Before we get into trivia, because it's just about time to do trivia.
Woohoo!
It is Thanksgiving. Where the hell did that come from? It is Valentine's Day, and what's Valentine's Day without chocolate? Aww. So Carol Miner, who's watching, the one who said Queens Village, which I don't understand, because Carol, you grew up with me in Hicksville, so I don't know what you're even talking about. But Carol currently lives in Texas.
Oh.
Down in Texas, and I've talked about it a million times, so forgive me if you've heard it before, but there's a 7-Eleven type place. It's called Buc-ee's.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You're familiar with Buc-ee's?
Fuck yeah, I'm familiar with
So
Buc-ee's.
the story is, Carol, we were having a debate in here about Reese's peanut butter cups.
Mm-hmm.
When I was a kid, it was chocolate and peanut butter.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know what that is. It's chocolate and like chalk. Like I don't know what's in there. It's not peanut butter.
It's creamy. Yeah.
So Carol,
hold on, Melissa might be watching. Don't you dare go off on Reese's, okay?
Really?
That's her favorite fucking
It's one
candy.
of my favorites.
It's her favorite
oh,
candy.
believe me, it was one of my favorites too. But to me,
I
it just
agree with
doesn't
you.
taste the same.
The inside it's like the equivalence of like liquefied Captain Crunch.
Right? Yes, it's something weird.
You ever eat like raw Captain Crunch and then the inside of your
Right.
mouth feels like you've been chewing on like 1,000 grit sandpaper.
Yeah, it's more coarse. It's more
exactly.
coarse than
It looks like to me
drywall.
Yeah.
It looks
That's a good way. Yeah.
To me, it looks like what when they're putting down the baseline on a baseball field. That's what it looks like to me. The white chalk. So, and sure enough, I did have this debate with somebody, and they brought in some Reese's, and sure enough, it was like the 1 in a million Reese's where it looked like real peanut butter and something. Like, oh, son of a bitch.
The cups are one thing, as I've discovered. The cups are one thing. What you really got to do to get the best chocolate to peanut butter ratio, coming from a fat guy, you got to get the holiday edition shit.
Okay.
Like the holiday pumpkins, the Christmas trees,
Right,
the
they're
Easter
thicker.
eggs. They're thicker.
Yeah.
You get more
Right.
peanut butter, less fucking chocolate.
Well,
so that's the better mix
So
ratio.
this is where Carol comes in. She's my old friend. I've known her my whole life. She lives in Texas. She goes, well, we have a place called
Obviously,
Buc-ee's.
you don't know her that well because she's from Queens Village.
Well, I don't know what she's... Oh, all right, there she is. Her grandparents lived in Queens Village, and she was there every weekend. Okay, right by Alley Pond Park.
Oh, Alley Pond, yes.
Okay.
Love Alley Pond.
So,
We used to walk it.
so she told me about this place, Buc-ee's, and she sent me. Oh. This is like a year or so ago. She sent me a few, and this thing
She sent these a year ago.
No, not these. It was Buc-ee's chocolate with peanut butter, and this thing was. I saved them. It's like fine wine
them for this show because I knew your fat ass was coming onto the show, and I know that fat people like chocolate.
So this is a convenience store.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's is huge.
Yeah, so sure enough, she sends me this thing.
It's like Wawa in Pennsylvania,
right?
You know.
So she sends me this peanut butter thing. It was like out of this world. That following Sunday, CBS has that Sunday morning show.
Yeah.
Sure enough, they did a piece on Buc-ee's. I'm like, what are they? This is literally just a few days later. So I watched this thing. It's like a glorified Wawa. But they have a restaurant inside. They have a little clothing store inside. A lot of them sell gas outside.
It's trucker's paradise.
Yeah. Right.
If you're a trucker, you're on the road. You stop at one of these places. You can get a shower. You can get a bunk. You can watch a movie.
Wow.
You can do your laundry. I mean, these places are insane.
And then to make it even better for me, I'm a big union guy, and this place they take care of their employees. They pay them well, full benefits.
Yep.
The whole works. They treat their employees like gold. I'm like, oh, this place is just too good to be true. And they've been expanding all over the South.
That's like any place outside the greater tri-state area.
Pretty much. I hate to say that, but it's true.
If you go anywhere outside of New York, New Jersey, you get into PA, it's a totally different mentality.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
No, you're absolutely right.
Mentality.
Yeah, there's that place that when you're going to down south, like Maryland and all that. It's something farms, and they got the chicken place in there. It's fucking the great
Cumberland Farms.
Cumberland Farms.
Yeah.
But it's got that chicken
yeah.
concept. It's fucking fantastic.
Isn't there one?
There's a couple on the
island. Yeah.
And there's it's like Cumberland Farms. You've got
I don't
like
think they have
Wawa.
the chicken thing.
You've got Quick Stop.
Right.
Quick Stop. I love Quick Stop. I absolutely love Quick Stop.
Yeah.
It's like Subway with 3 stars. Okay.
No, Royal Farms.
Royal
not
Royal
Cumberland.
Farms.
Royal
Not
Farms.
Cumberland
And if you ever had a Royal Farms, it's the greatest chicken you'll ever have.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Is Carol familiar with Laredo Taco Company down in Texas?
I don't. Well.
Can we have this now? Or do we have to
Well, yeah. So she's been sending me a pack like a few times a year. She sends me a package of Buc-ee's chocolates, and this is And so what I brought in today, the caramel. This is milk chocolate and caramel with sea salt.
Fantastic.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day.
Thank you, Carol.
It's orgasmic. It's fantastic. Yeah, I didn't bring any peanut butters in because,
Right.
yeah, because I just saved those for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like I need a shot of metformin.
Yeah.
Right.
So thank you, Carol.
Oh, that's good.
Happy
Carol.
Valentine's Day, Carol.
Carol is the best.
Goose, you want a bite?
Andrew Fremder says, love the goose. He's like if Shari Lewis was a dude. That's funny. That's funny. Carol says, happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Carol. Oh, God, I love Carol.
That is good caramel.
Doesn't it piss you off when you love a girl like Carol, but the husband's a great guy, too? That makes me mad. Like, no, I want to hate the guy because I love her.
It can happen.
What is it, 16 candles?
Right. That's right. All right. Yeah, this is, oh, God, this is so good.
Yeah, that was really good. If Carol, if you would like my address to ship some over, that's not a problem.
She'll do it.
I have no problem exposing my sensitive information on the airwaves. Last 4 digits, 1679.
Yep, she said she would do it.
All right.
All right. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Tuesday trivia. The way this works, we're going to ask some random trivia questions. Chris is going to answer them. James is going to answer them. You guys are going to answer. Yeah, probably. Please put your answers in the comment thread that's over there next to us. I'm going to ask the questions. What's that?
Unable to
I don't know. I'm having trouble getting a signal on there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's not. I don't even have it on right now. Yeah, I could try, but I just tried it yesterday. I still couldn't get it to work. I think it's actually something on my end, on my phone. But, actually, you know what? Let me turn it on if you want to try it. You could probably, all you got to do is screen mirror.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tuesday Trivia at Governor's Comedy Radio Show. And we are live on the air with your host, Tony Walker.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Where's my... Yeah, I'm looking for my my applause. Where's my applause?
Answer questions wrong, win fabulous prizes.
Oh man! Oh, I blew it, man! I blew it.
How fast you think they would have canceled his ass now? That guy had his hands on everything.
Oh, Bob Barker
products.
Yeah. Yep.
Good for him. God bless him.
And Tony,
all right.
He did that stupid thing with his hand. And Tony, you could win one of these.
Those girls were so hot too, man. Those shows. Oh my!
How many
goodness.
fucking times? How many fake fevers I fucking just so I can stay home and watch that shit?
Rubbing the thermometer when the nurse wasn't looking.
The one time I had to come clean and be like, Mom, I broke the thermometer in the fucking sauce because I killed the whole family.
I think you told me that story.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That was a beating that that was the one of those wait till your father comes home and she actually told him. Like usually she didn't tell him.
Right.
She's like I fucking spent 7 hours making that goddamn sauce.
We get that threat so often you didn't believe it anymore, but then the one time it comes true, you're like, holy shit. Yep. So, put your answers in the comments. I'm not going to give out the answers.
We're less worried about the mercury and more about the fact that it was a rectal thermometer.
They were immigrants. I don't even think she knew. I don't think she knew mercury was bad for you.
It still tastes good.
You just let it simmer.
Okay.
Skimming it off of the top.
What I have done today, ladies and gentlemen, I have set up an all Valentine's Day themed trivia. So here we go. Where's my pen? There we go. Okay, question number 1. When you write on a card or anywhere you write XOXO, some people just write an X. X stands for kiss, right? What did it used to represent before Valentine's Day? People.
Jew.
What?
Jew.
Jew.
Right? They used to X them. Oh my God!
Wow.
Well, I would say, if this is turn of the century, I would say it represents a punch. A little domestic love and action going there.
All right.
I'm gonna go with signature, right? Everybody, when they always say sign here, they exit. I'm going with exit.
I like that.
That's probably the right answer. That's probably the right answer. But
sometimes
this is a long answer only.
Yeah,
show.
but sometimes it's so absurd. I can't believe it's right.
Okay. Question number 2. About how many roses are sent for Valentine's Day each year?
Are we talking on a global scale?
Right.
It doesn't say if it's global or national. It doesn't say. But I'm going to guess national. That's based on the answer.
National, right?
Yeah, let's go with national.
Do you think where they make the women wear the face coverings, on Valentine's Day they bring flowers?
Do they have Valentine's Day?
That's what I'm saying.
Probably a goat.
Probably a goat.
He's like, enjoy the day.
I bring goat.
Enjoy the day.
I bring goat. Now you make cheese.
right.
I only punch you once today instead of 5.
Yeah, enjoy the date. Tomorrow
I love you so much.
I'm going to go with, it's got to be in like the tens of millions.
Because
we're all fucking suckers as men. We think this is the day. Like, this is if I do it right today.
No,
she's not going to hate me the other 364.
Traditionally, I've never given Melissa roses.
Yeah.
I have given her a bonsai tree.
Ooh, that's yes.
No.
My wife loves the bonzo.
No.
I've given her thorns in her ass.
Traditionally, she has killed it every year, so I have to get a new one every year. So
Really, those are like impossible to kill.
she's got black thumb of death. I love you, sweetheart. No, I'm sorry.
So the bamboo is the good luck one.
All right, so
I'm gonna go with 33 million.
Jesus, that's a number. So wrong answers only 5.
five or 5 million?
No, 5.
Just
It's got to be way more. I mean, even if you just took New York City times 1 dozen
Right.
each guy, you got 1.5 million.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
already at my 30 million.
Yeah, right
Yep.
there.
I'm nowhere near that.
Who invented the first Valentine's Day candy box?
Cupid.
Candy box.
Stofers. What's that?
The first candy box.
You're on the right track. I'll tell you
what's
that.
that big box that you get for fucking Christmas? The green and yellow one.
Oh, the Russell Stover.
No. It's Bachman or something, Heishman's.
Oh,
Whitman's.
Whitman's.
I'm going with Walt Whitman.
Whitman's classic sampler.
Yeah.
Valentine's is a Christian holiday other religions don't celebrate. Oh, because of Saint Valentine. Who is it? Chris? Is that you, Chris Thomas? Is that who's saying that? Chris Thomas, I want you to be my Valentine.
Wasn't it a massacre? Like, wasn't it wasn't Valentine's Day? Didn't it?
That was the Al Capone thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there was the Valentine's Day massacre, right?
Some
Yeah.
sort of big killing or shooting. I thought it was something before that though. I thought that there was something to do with Valentine's Day where it was this great big giant Christian slaughter. They killed a whole bunch of pagans, and that led to bleeding hearts and Valentine's Day and blah,
The
blah,
whole
blah.
love thy neighbor thing came out of that
Something like
movement.
yeah.
Stupid. So, all right. So you're saying Whitman?
I'm going to go with Whitman. Walt Whitman.
Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman. Good old Long Island boy. Oh God.
Is he? Well, Walt Whitman. Yeah.
Yeah, was born
Yes.
right over in just.
I'm gonna guess whoever it was definitely got caught cheating. Like it was made out of necessity.
Most likely.
Jeez. I could just do this the whole show.
Emotional support horse.
Exactly. Boxes. Boxes. Who else boxes? Joe Frazier.
There you go. I like it.
All right. That's funny. Joe Frazier.
Always Joe Frazier.
It's always been Joe
Frazier.
What do yellow roses symbolize?
Somebody peed on the snow where they were.
Don't you drink
in
that yellow
spring.
snow.
What do yellow roses mean?
What does it symbolize? Yeah.
We're breaking up.
Breaking
On
up.
the way out. That's your on the way out. One day when you mature, these will turn red.
I'm going to say that they're the cheaper variety of rose, and so therefore, guy who gives them to you is a cheap son of a bitch.
All right. So Carol, around the year 269, Valentine was a priest who performed Christian marriages, and the Roman Empire wasn't really happy about it. When he tried to convert the Roman Empire to Christianity, when he tried to convert the Roman Emperor to Christianity, Claudius II, known as Claudius the Cruel, Claudius had him clubbed and tortured and then beheaded on February 14th. We honor this martyrdom by giving each other chocolates and flowers. Happy Valentine's Day.
Claudius the Cruel sounds like my nickname in high school.
I'd rather just celebrate the day by torturing and beheading somebody.
Yeah, that solely takes the whole fucking
I know, that's very romantic,
fun
isn't it?
lingerie
Yeah.
thing out of my head. I'm gonna be like, babe, did you know?
Did you know?
She's going to come out
Right, she's gonna come out.
ready to give you a lap dance. You're like, no, I
like,
can't.
put this
honey.
Viking helmet on. We're going back, babe. We're going way back.
But don't behead me while you
Don't
give me
behead
that lap
me, yeah,
dance,
yeah.
if you know what I mean. Thank you, Carol, for the lesson. She's smart. Where was I?
I'm with you.
What?
I love Carol.
Oh, Carol's awesome.
Chocolate,
She is awesome.
To me. She's giving us.
Yep.
You know, she's
Yeah.
getting us the proper fucking information we need, so we don't sound like idiots.
Oh, we still sound like idiots. That's yeah. Kissing increases most people's heart rate to how many beats per minute?
What's normal?
200.
That's normal.
For me. That was a fat joke.
I don't know. Let me try and think. Who am I kissing?
Who am I kissing?
Claudia
Schiffer, circa 1984.
Right.
Or
I mean, there's some women out there I wouldn't be able to get it out of my pants without fucking coming. I'm going to go with 325. Round number.
So wait, say the question one more time.
Kissing increases most people's heart rate to how many beats per minute?
Yeah,
I don't know what is a normal heart rate. Isn't it only like
60, 65,
yeah,
70, somewhere in there.
something like that. Yeah.
I'm trying to like picture the monitor in a hospital room.
And then you're counting
right,
it?
and like, oh wait, the 120, that's the blood pressure. It's like,
right,
yeah.
right.
I think the green is the heartbeat.
Yes.
There's different color note, you know.
So
325. I'm getting excited right now.
Okay.
Just talking about it.
All right. I'm going to say purple.
Besides Valentine's Day, for which holiday are there the most flowers sent?
Mother's Day.
You mean the day your mother-in-law dies?
Yeah.
Or no?
Mother-in-law death day.
No.
That is Mother's Day
It's
to
got
some
to be
people.
Mother's Day. I like to get a couple right every now and then.
It's got to be Mother's Day. It is probably Mother's Day.
Right. It's got to be, right?
But I'm going to say Boxing Day. Canada, Joe Frazier. It all comes back to Joe Frazier.
It's always been Joe Frazier. It's always been.
All right, so we talked about how many roses are sent, but how much money does Americans spend on chocolate for Valentine's Day each year? How much money is spent by Americans on chocolate for Valentine's Day?
6.75 million wong.
Carol, can you convert that for us?
I bet you she does.
I'm gonna say maybe like 10 million.
10.
See, I wait until after Valentine's Day to buy.
Yeah, you get everything. The same thing.
You get everything for half off. You know, that's a fat man tip.
Yeah, it's the same thing for Christmas. You wait till
Christmas,
you wait till after
Halloween,
Christmas.
The day after, you go hog wild.
My wife just opens up cards with printouts. I'm going to buy you this next week for Christmas. I'm going to buy you this next week.
I saved the coupons too. You get the 25% off
and
plus 50%. Oh, man,
you can buy two of them.
Exactly.
Women. Whoops.
Women
purchase what percentage of all Valentines sold?
6%. It's because they cold hard.
Price is right. 5.9%.
5.9. Going 6%. And those are the ones that make a lot of money.
Oof.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Oof. Just lost our female audience.
The expressions and opinions represented by Chris Cassandro. What percentage of coupled up men? What percentage of men in a couple don't make plans in advance
Coupled
for
with another man?
Yeah, I was about to say couple with another man.
No, just in that it doesn't specify.
Non-single men.
Non-single men. Thank you. What percentage of non-single men don't make plans in advance for Valentine's Day?
None of them. None. Zero.
I'm going to go with like
spontaneity.
I'm going back to 10%. We're going to see the Mars Venus thing.
Yeah, exactly, right?
You're both at 10% on something.
What is the Guinness Book of World Record for the longest marriage ever recorded? The longest marriage ever recorded, according to the Guinness World Record.
I'd say like 90 years. You got to go back to somebody that
90 years?
You got to go back. They were getting married.
Were they getting married at 3,
They
5?
were getting married at like 11 back then, right? You go back to the mid-18s, and then if you lived 100 years.
Oh, my dearest Sophie,
82. You know what?
I met ye on yonder playground and fell for your curly locks.
Like, if it's an
Wouldst
arranged
thou
marriage.
honor me by taking thine hand in holy matrimony? We shall get married by the creek and then have num-nums for luncheon.
Num-nums.
I'm just thinking if it's an arranged marriage, is it considered married at the time of arrangement?
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would no.
Right, so they're arranging these kids at like 3 years. I'm going 82 years. You
82. Oh my God! All right, now I gotta get serious.
I mean, we all know somebody that's over 50, and
we do.
And at some point, if you dig deep, you know people that have been married for more than 50 years. There's one couple that, I mean, not that you can go out and hang out with them, but they're somewhere connected to you somehow. Through family
you know
or
what?
something.
You know what? No, you know what? I'm going to say this is going to sound really stupid. It's going to sound really stupid, and that's because it's coming out of my mouth.
I was going to say we've covered that this whole show.
But I'm going to say that nuns marry God, right?
Ooh, I like it.
So if you get a 16-year-old going into a nunnery and she lives to be like 105 years old, it's possible to be married for 75, 80 plus years. So let's say 80 years.
Yeah,
let's say 80 years.
They have a number for 75. Like it's the platinum.
Right.
So it's had to have happened.
It's got to be double platinum at that point.
At that point, you fucking, that album's not.
Come here,
we don't even have, they don't play it on that device anymore.
Beautiful the day I met you. What's your name? I can't remember. Where am I?
You seem nice. Let's get married.
Shit in my face.
All right, 2 more questions. How many nerve endings does the head of a penis have?
Ooh, yes.
Not enough.
Now we're getting
Not enough.
Now we're getting into some real questioning.
Tip for the ladies. It's the only spot. It's the only spot with the nerve ending. So let's focus on the tip. Stop yanking the shaft. I was watching. What was it just last night? I was watching that show, Shrinking, on Apple TV.
Okay.
With Harrison Ford and Jason
Oh,
Segel,
yeah,
and they're like the therapist or whatever. And somehow he says something. He goes, she said something about I gave him an aggressive hand job under the table, and also as he's screaming at her later on, he's like, and no man likes an aggressive hand job. I was like,
I'm reminded of
I looked at my wife. She paying attention.
Nick Kroll's his fucking television series Big Mouth. You know, you got you ever watch that? The cartoon on Netflix?
I haven't, but
Nick Kroll, I think, is the head of
main
it.
guy.
Yeah, and he plays multiple characters, including the hormone monster. And this is like the perfect question for him. You know, he's just let me explain that for a second. I know that my personal penis has at least 25 million nerve endings, but I'm pretty sure that the average person is a lot less than that. I'm really sensitive down there. You know what I mean? Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, we're back to this now.
I didn't even give a fucking answer. I just said not enough. I'm going with not enough.
All right, that's a good answer.
Not enough. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. I'm gonna double that. Doubly not enough.
Doubly not enough.
Doubly not enough.
All right.
Nerve endings? He's going with his nerve endings, and I'm going with not enough.
I'm going to go with nerve beginnings.
Last question. True or false?
Tony just burped.
There you go. Who burped? True or false? Statistically, educated rich women are more likely to have anal sex. True or false? Statistically, educated rich women are most likely to have anal sex. True or false?
Agreed.
Chris says true.
Yeah.
Sophisticated, educated women.
Rich women.
Rich women. Sophisticated, educated, rich
It's a power thing, of course.
are more likely to have anal
sex.
I'm assuming you mean pegging.
Ooh.
Because
I would never
no sophisticated rich woman is going to let anybody near the back door.
I disagree. I'm in complete disagreement on that.
Really?
Yes, full confident, strong. Yes,
I think that they're going to be the ones who's like, oh, you want to put your thingy inside my
Dingy.
backside. Oh, you naughty boy. Pegging shall be the pecking order of the day.
I'm telling you,
I'm thinking absolutely not.
So you're going with like daddy issues.
I'm thinking daddy, yeah, 100%. Daddy issues. Her name's Tiffany. She works at the fucking local strip joint on fucking Thursday nights to quote unquote support her college.
That was the other thing on that show last night that was hysterical too. It's the girls talking to the teenage girl about having sex. Like she goes, "You have to talk. Your mother have to talk." And she's like, "No." She's like, if it's taking too long and you just want to finish, just stick your finger in his asshole.
Oh shit! Oh my goodness! All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Apple TV. It's not like
yeah, right.
Harrison Ford's in it,
and that's why your son gets suspended.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, I know why.
All right, before the X stood for a kiss, what did it represent at the end of a letter? Chris first said Jew, then he says signature. James said punch. Fremder says tic-tac-toe. Kirsten says signature. Andy Pacino says alcohol. What? Yeah, all right. He says,
show me Jew.
Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Everybody got it wrong. It stood for the cross.
Oh, they just turned it on.
Yeah.
Those fucking Jesus freaks.
Must have been
year.
It was a lefty.
You see? Oh, he's right. He's the closest one. Yeah. Jew. Jesus was nailed to the fucking cross.
He gets credit.
Wins.
It is Jew.
He gets credit. Jew. Absolutely. Next question.
Jew.
About how many roses are sent for Valentine's Day each year? Chris said 33 million. James said 5. Fremder says a dozen at a time. Andy Pagano's 30 million. Kirsten says 500 million.
500 million.
The correct answer.
1.218 gigawatts.
Well, it's actually not far off. It's 50 million. 50 million. So you're actually pretty close. You were close.
Come on down.
Yep. Who invented the first Valentine's Day candy box? You said Whitman. You said Joe Frazier. Andrew Fremder says Carol Miner. Carol Miner says Whitman. Chris Thomas says Whitman. Andy Pagano says Whitman. You're all wrong. Kirsten got it correct. Richard Cadbury. But you were on the right track.
Cadbury
Richard Cadbury was the first one. This is the weirdest show.
That fucking commercial is how old? And
it's got to be 40 years. Yep.
All three of us know it enough to fucking do that on the fucking show.
Verbatim.
We knew every line. It's crazy.
We know every line.
Holy shit. What do yellow roses symbolize? Chris said breakup. James said it means you're cheap. Kirsten, Chris Thomas, Carol Miner, Andy Pagano's all said friendship. Fremder says roses that have been pissed on. Yes, it does mean friendship.
That were pissed on?
It means friendship.
So I get it. So if I was going to buy my friend Tom roses, I'd want to get him yellow ones.
Gotcha.
If you're buying it for another guy, I'm still questioning it.
You provide her the red roses, and she gives you a
yellow
rose.
Yeah,
just
right.
Friend zoned.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's like, thanks for dinner. It was really nice.
Thanks for dinner.
Yeah.
Here's some
It was
yellow
delicious.
roses, friend.
I'm sorry I only ate my appetizer and took my main home.
My boyfriend, he'll love
My
it.
boyfriend will love that.
Kissing increases most people's heart rate to how many beats per minute? Chris said 325. James said purple. Fremder 69. Kirsten 90. Carol Miner 100. Andy Pagano says 90. It is 110.
110.
110.
Huh.
Besides Valentine's Day, which holiday are the most flowers sent?
I was gonna say,
I'm sorry.
Purple makes sense because when you're like about to explode and die,
You turn purple.
you turn purple.
You turn purple.
So it's like you get kissed, you flush. Purple.
That was a good movie. The Color Purple. I don't know. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Besides Valentine's Day, which holiday are the most flowers sent? Chris said Mother's Day. James said Boxing Day. Let's see. Yes, everybody's saying Mother's Day. And Fremder says LGBTQ Day. Yes, it's Mother's Day.
Gotta be.
How much money do Americans spend on chocolate for Valentine's Day each year? Chris said 6.5 million. Chris said 10 million. James said 6.5 million won. Plagano says 200 million. Kirsten says 300 million.
Wow. Jesus.
Fremder, 20 to 50, 20 plus 50 plus 40, 100 million.
What?
All right. I have no idea what that was.
That's,
I do math.
It's 110.
I do math good.
It is actually $1 billion.
$1 billion.
It's a billion.
$1 billion.
Women purchase what percentage of all Valentines sold?
The single ones.
Kirsten said, oh, well, all right, I'm sorry. James said none. No, I'm sorry. I'll start that over. Chris said 6%. James said 5.9%. This is the percentage of women that purchase all Valentine's gifts. Kirsten said 85%. Andy Pagano says 35%. Fremder says 1.25%. Kirsten, all right, yeah. So, 85, 35, 1.25%. Kirsten was close. Oh, no, she got it. She nailed it. It's 85. 85% of women
buy it. I get it, because they buy
Right.
it for themselves.
Right.
And then, yes,
Wow,
makes sense.
That is sad.
That's crazy, right?
That is so sad.
Talk about self-affirmation.
What percentage of
I'm
non
loved. People love me.
Yeah, right, exactly.
He loves me.
Somebody got me something good. Now what percentage of non-single men don't make plans in advance for Valentine's Day? Basically saying how many men are just cold bastards. James said none. Chris said 10% of non-single men don't make plans for Valentine's Day.
No, I meant do make plans. I'm going to go with 90% don't make.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because we're going to be fucking wrong anyway.
Kirsten says
Instead
10.
of buying yourself something, why don't you make fucking plans and make a reservation?
Right. Kirsten says 10%. Andy Pagano says 60. Fremder says -3. Andy Pagano's pretty much nailed it. It's 64% of
wow.
Yeah,
he
coupled
needs
up
to be
men.
streaming. He's on Google.
He
hit 3 in a row.
Oh, he always does. He's a smart man. But it's just, I just find that very sad. And men who are stupid, if they want to get laid, that's not the way to do it.
Listen, at the end of the day, I had to text my wife after she left the house. Hey, I wanted to give you a Valentine's hug. I was like, fuck. Hey, where did you go? I was going to give you a Valentine's hug. I swear to God. And I got a yeah, sure. That was the answer.
Yeah, because she knew you forgot.
So if somebody's not making 75 years, it's fucking this guy.
You better make sure you show up with yellow roses tonight.
Yeah, sure. I had to throw like a work thing. I'm dealing with thousands of dollars in bad lamb. That was my response.
Holy shit.
Work fucking
thousands of dollars in bad lamb.
Hey, not for nothing. I've been a butcher. I know what that smells like.
Oh.
That's the worst smell on planet Earth.
What is the Guinness World Record for the longest marriage ever recorded? Chris said 82 years. James said 80. Let's see. Kirsten says 85. Andy Pagano says 90.
I'm telling you, man, it's there. They got married at 2.
All right.
It was arranged.
It is 86 years, 290 days.
Of hell. That sounds like hell.
86 years, 92 days.
So if they got married at like 15 or something, that you can make it.
Yeah, but everybody was saying back then they were getting married. At
Was
that
it
age.
a nun?
Yeah.
Was it a nun?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
It was a nun.
Like, you know, so like back then, right? Things were happening that don't happen now. Like even like in today's world, right? Like I'll sit there and you ever do something and you're just like in some sort of self-reflecting moment, you're like, shit, I'm pretty sure my father wasn't doing this at like 49 years old, right?
Yeah.
Like the other day, I was
masturbating.
Yeah, like the other day, I was in my fucking room. I'm like, I'm pretty sure my father didn't fucking blow loads on his hardwood floors. And then like,
I'm not thinking of my dad when I'm jerking off. That's an issue.
It was the self-reflecting when I was done. I had guys doing work in the basement downstairs. I heard them fucking working. I'm fucking whacking off, and I'm looking at the floor. I'm like, I'm pretty sure my fucking father wasn't doing this before. And then I can guarantee if he was, it wasn't on a Tuesday at 2 p.m.
A bunch of men doing construction leading you to masturbate. There's a whole other topic that we need to discuss.
He used to sock like a man.
It was yellow roses only. That's all I'm saying. I used yellow roses only. But I was like, I know he wasn't doing it on a Tuesday at 2 p.m.
That was the name of the lotion.
And it drives my wife nuts because she's Sicilian. She's always swiffing and doing it. And she's just like, I can't tell her what's going on.
Why
and
is
she's
the
like, this
Swiffer
one
stuck
spot.
to the floor?
No, she's
Why
like,
is
this
it
one spot.
stuck?
This one spot's
It
perfect.
won't come out.
Oh, my
it's
goodness.
perfect.
It's like a protein stain. It won't come out.
No, it's glazed perfect.
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
the rest of the floor.
Perfectly.
She's like, this is one spot. I don't know. I want the whole floor to look like that. And I can't tell her, while you're working, I'm just beating off in the bedroom.
It's very
fucking
simple.
in the middle of the afternoon.
You can tell that if you do the whole floor.
No, it's very
Do the whole
simple.
floor.
Just fucking take the Swiffer bottle, jerk off into the Swiffer,
Yeah, there you
shake
go.
it up. There you go. The
One
whole
day she's
floor.
just gonna come home. I'm gonna be like, I got a floor specialist to come in and do the floor.
This is the most romantic Valentine's Day show ever. How many nerve endings does
going to hell.
how many nerve endings does the head of a penis have? You both basically said not enough.
It's got so many. I've never had so many nerve endings in a penis before. It's the most beautiful thing ever. I really enjoy it. And I know penises. I have the biggest. They're the best.
Andy Pagano
Joe
says
Biden's got the littlest. He's got the smallest penis.
and it smells.
And it smells funny.
Plagano
Get me a
says
Diet Coke.
4 million. Fremder, my wife always tells me I have some nerve. Kirsten says 50. 50. All right.
You ever touch one of those things?
Well, it's
You get a man out of his seat.
no, it's worse than that actually.
Why won't it go up?
The correct answer is 4,000.
4,000.
That's all?
That's not enough.
Right.
That's my point. See, if there were more, it might trickle down to the shaft as well. Just saying.
Oh, a lot of thought there. True or false? Statistically educated rich women are more likely to have anal sex. Is that true or false? Chris said true. James said false. Kirsten says true. Kirsten, you're an educated woman. Plagano says true. Fremder says women that give a lot of shit. The definition of indefinitely, when my boss smacked up against her ass, I'm indefinitely.
I'm indefinitely.
Carol says false. Fremder, you better get her a Valentine's Day present if you want to shoot your ball batter all over her gallbladder.
Ooh.
Carol, Cadbury, and it goes back to the goose. This show goes down in history for sure. Let's see. Single women buy themselves flowers on Valentine's Day. Single men just masturbate all day.
Yeah.
There you go. Andy Pagano points
So I
out
plan on doing back of the show?
he got most wrong today. All right. So yes, it's true. Educated rich women are more likely to have anal sex. It's
Thank
true.
God, I would have been thinking all these women were lying to me. These fucking. What do you mean you have a? You're just a secretary. You're not the CEO. What the fuck are you telling me?
With that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us to get the hell out of here.
Saturday night, Giggle Room.
This Saturday?
I'll be up at the Giggle Room
with Terry McNeely.
Yeah,
very nice.
Saturday night.
Who else is on that one?
Cravella and
Nice.
I don't know the rest.
Good
I
enough.
haven't studied the poster.
Huntington Humidor?
Huntington Humidor,
Huntington Humidor.
8 New Street. Ladies, come down and get your man a gift because we got lots of stuff and you know he's going to like it. And I'd like to make a little shout out to my fiance Melissa.
Nice.
I love you.
Smart
Happy
man.
Valentine's Day, my angel. The goose and I are coming home.
Nice.
See, he's saying that because he's still engaged.
Yeah.
What do you think, after 10 years of marriage, will he be doing that?
You listen to it? She's like, no.
She's like, what'd you
She's
do
like, what are
today?
you going to do? You talk about your fucking dick all day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kirsten says, hilarious show. Thank you. Fremder, my wife once asked me if I was having sex behind her back. I replied, who the hell did you think I was? Meaning, like, behind her back, she couldn't see, so she thought it was somebody else. All right. Hey, Wednesday night at that meatball place in Patchogue. Come on down and enjoy a fun murder mystery. Get your loved one reservations to see a fun murder mystery show. That's this Wednesday, Check out Knockem Dead performing a fun murder mystery show at that meatball place in Patchogue. And then on Thursday, head on over to the Long Beach Library. You can see Teddy Smith. You can see Laura Patton. You can see Andy Plajanos. You can see myself. And you can see Julie Carrion hosting the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. A fun night of comedy. That's a good night. Laura, Andy, and Teddy and Julie, they're all hilarious. And then on Friday on this show, Andy and Laura will be here. So that'll be a good show. So come on down, enjoy it, and join us, please. Fremder, tonight my wife will probably want to get something off of her chest. I'll try to aim somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes, got it. All right. Today is Tuesday, so we got nothing on the rest of the day for Valentine's Day. Go enjoy yourselves. Go have some naked activity.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, we're not here, but tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, you got Circling the Drain. At 8:30, you got Why Are You Like This? At 10 o'clock, you got your special anniversary show with Hershey and the Keegs. And then we'll be back here Thursday at 11 a.m.
Yeah, if you're single, go find a rich lady.
And do it anal. Chris Cassandro, James Thompson, thank you guys. This was a lot of fun. We'll see you guys later. See ya.
Peace.
In a second. Where is it? Okay. See you later.
You wanna listen in as the show begins.